So that will bring us then, we're on page 87. This is 6C, Ellensburg Police Department. This is Substance Abuse Disorder Partnership. And I know I saw Chief Wade on. Yes.
Good evening, Mayor, Cabinet Council. I'm Ken Wade, Chief of Police for the City of Ellensburg. I'm here tonight to introduce a new program directed at saving lives, reducing crime, and assisting members in our community and their families who suffer from a substance abuse disorder. This program is a partnership between the Ellensburg Police Department and Dr. David Douglas. The purpose of this program is to reduce victimization in our community and to save lives by providing assistance with recovery to people suffering from substance abuse disorder. In 2018, we responded to 25 overdose calls and 1 death. In 2019, we responded to 24 overdoses with 2 deaths. And through mid-November of this year, we've responded to 27 overdoses with 4 deaths. 4 of these deaths have been a direct result of the new drug, the synthetic opioid fentanyl coming to Ellensburg. And as you're aware, the department began carrying Narcan. The Narcan is a overdose medication which helps with opioid overdoses. And since November of 2018, we've administered it 8 times, 5 times so far this year. Of those 8 applications, 6 people have survived. Each year, we report our crime statistics to the FBI through the National Incident-Based Reporting System, or NIBRS. And this report covers the 52 most serious crimes. And in 2018, 12% of those serious crimes were directly related to drug addiction, 13% in 2019, and we're sitting at about 10% so far this year. And we know these numbers are not, they're accurate as far as those 52 crimes, but in the overall scheme of the crimes that we come in contact in our overall calls, it's a much higher percentage. Now, this program is directed at those in the community that are suffering from substance abuse and their families. And this program is going to provide assistance to the Ellensburg Police Department because it'll give the patrol officers an avenue, a place where we can make referrals. We currently do this with the homeless and with mental health, and this will just be one more tool in our belt. This isn't a repetitive program. This isn't something that anybody else is doing. It's not like the Sheriff's Department working with Dr. Israel and the chemical dependency. This is a system that will help the patrol officers in the field. It's also important to note that we as in the police department, we are not providing counseling or guidance to people with substance abuse disorder. This will be a referral to an expert, and the expert we're proud to be teaming up with in this program will be Dr. David Douglas. Dr. Douglas is available and will provide some additional details on how this system this project will work. Dr. Douglas.
I'm going to share my screen. I have just 3 slides. I promise I teach for a living, so I'm going to keep this very, very short. Just give me a second here. Can everyone see that slide on the screen?
Yeah, we're good, David.
Perfect, great. So I see many, Mayor, Council, thank you for allowing me to be here. This is truly an honor for me, and it's an opportunity for me to continue giving back to the community through my overall mission for the work I do in the community is helping people find a pathway to recovery from substance use disorders. A few months ago, I reached out to Captain Hansberry, and we started a conversation, and now you guys are seeing the results of those conversations. Just a brief bio for me. My name's David Douglas. My day job, I teach at Central. I love the work I get to do up there. Part of my master's program, I did research in this arena and actually created a template for a recovery community organization for campus. And then for my doctoral research, it was again all in this arena being helping people find a pathway to recovery from substance use disorders. I just finished that work, and I don't know if the timing is what it is, but it is. I actually finished right when the pandemic hit. March 9th, I got my email that I was done, so whatever that means. So I love the work I get to do in the community through my small business. I contract with the Kittitas County Health Network, giving education. I'm an educator. That's what I am. And I give education on substance use disorders. I contract with the Ellensburg High School, and I teach life skills and substance use disorder training for educators in Excel High School and directly to the students. So that's a little bit about me professionally, but the important roles for me and really for this work is in our community. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm an uncle. Just like many of you, we have all of these roles. And these for me are the really important roles. I'm a person in long-term recovery myself, and I have the little catchphrase at the bottom, and I want everyone to really soak this in, and that is recovery works and lives do change. I used to lead a pretty different life. That picture on the left is my last booking photo from Pierce County Jail in the mid-90s. From that time to this day, because of access to resources, treatment, recovery supports, employment opportunities, housing opportunities, all of those, we call them recovery supports. Many of you know the work I do in this community, and I'm friends with some of you, and I know most of you in this room. I'm an integral part of this community. In fact, we're a family in recovery. My wife's a person in long-term recovery. My son's a person in long-term recovery. With access to treatment and recovery supports and programs like the one we're starting here, we can help our community members through treating substance use disorders like the health condition they are. So our goal with this program, what we've already done in our plan for the next 6 to 12 months, is I've already met every officer, I've met command staff, and I've went to shift briefings, and I've already started doing ride-alongs. And that goal with going with officers on ride-alongs is to build trust, because they're the front line seeing the damage of substance use disorders on a daily basis. So I'm wanting to ride with them, build trust, and they all have my number and my email address. And if they come in contact with a person that expresses a need for treatment, recovery, whatever it is, they can now give them my number and call them. I'm also going to be doing trainings with, in March, they do trainings, and I'm going to give trainings in this arena of substance use disorders. There's a lot of myths in this arena about what a substance use disorder is, how someone develops a substance use disorder, what are ways we can help people. So that's our goal with this program, is really to intervene at one of the best places, because many people, just like myself, are committing, I was, right, not now, but when I was in active addiction, low-level nonviolent crimes, what I needed was treatment, not jail. So that's the goal of this program. I'm open to any questions council might have.
Well, let's, before we do that, let's go back to Chief Wade, and if there are others, what else? Any other statements you'd like to make? Or
no, other than the fact that we're very excited about this program, we feel that it's going to help with that gap and service that we're providing to the community, and we feel that we can make a difference.
Yeah, I would agree. I would note that there's not, we're not being asked for action. Merely this is education so that we're aware that the program is going forward. Council, do you have questions?
Not a question, but I just wanted to commend both of you and the department for taking a proactive approach to finding the root causes of crime and reducing it that way. And I can't say enough how impressed I am with the department and how you approach solving problems for people.
Thank you.
Yes.
Chris, I'll jump in. Question, I guess, thank you again. I'd echo Councilmember Olafow's comments to both Dr. Douglas and Chief Wade. I appreciate the effort and the commitment to the community. I had a question, and I guess I'll direct it to the Chief, but anyone can take it. On the dashboard, I was curious. One of the bar graphs jumped out at me. It was the overdose by drug type. And my question is the other category. It may be somewhere on here, but it accounts for the largest number of overdoses, but I'm not clear what kind of drug overdose are we talking about? It may be more than one, but could you elaborate on that?
That particular other category is prescriptions.
Oh, okay.
So what we're finding, we're seeing with with our fentanyl is it's coming in tablet form, and it's made out of Mexico or made it's other portions of the state too. So we're seeing a lot of the pharmaceuticals, and so that's what that represents.
So to be clear, the fentanyl, which is listed separately, is that a different category of fentanyl, or are you saying that fentanyl is mixed with?
No, I'm
tablet?
just saying it's the other category is drug or multiple drugs. So we'll wind up with people that have taken 2 or 3 different types of medications, and so or alcohol with drugs. So
Okay, thank you. That's all I
Any
have.
other questions or comments?
I wanted to ask Dr. Douglas a question. Will you be training staff, particularly patrol officers, on how to recognize persons who they interact with, how to recognize the drug abuse, or that something's there that makes them suspicious about that so they can contact you? Or do they already have that training?
Well, 2 things. One, I'm sure Chief's nodding his head. They do get training on drug recognition on how to identify. But our goal with this is really, truly, if I can just describe a possible scenario, someone that they probably come in contact with before, that individual expresses in some way, you know what, maybe I want to talk to someone. They'll give them my number. To answer your question about trainings, the trainings I will be doing on what a substance use disorder is, how you can talk to someone using non-stigmatizing language with a substance use disorder, how to help someone in healthy ways and unhealthy ways with the substance use disorder. Those are the types of trainings I will give.
Very good. Thank you.
Also about what resources we have in the community. We're actually fortunate in our city and our county. We have a lot of good resources in place.
Other comments or questions?
I just wanted to thank Chief Wade for bringing this forward to us so that we're aware, and for always just taking a proactive approach on these type of issues and showing leadership and, connecting these people that you come in contact with the resources they need. So thank you.
Yes. Amen. Thanks, Chief.
thank you.
I also think it's important, just as we're going down to the next section of the agenda, to recognize that there are conversations around the country about the role of the police. That to me, and the role of policing in a community, this is an incredible proactive step that recognizes that there are resources that the police can connect people to, that they don't need to be all knowing, they don't need to be all wise. We just need to build the supports for our police and for those with whom they're coming in contact to find the path, in this case, to recovery and to the support that they need. So I think it's really important for all of us to recognize that this is an action occurring here while the conversation is still taking place in other communities that have not acted. And so again, I just want to appreciate that approach, recognize it, and appreciate David, your willingness to connect and make this work for this community. So thank you both, and the officers.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.